Right, greetings all, Shardvixen here. So what I'm gonna do, you live along, Reggie. My love. My love makes my heart go pow, 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 pow.
Oh, stop lying.
Huh?
I said stop lying.
I'm not lying. Still makes my, almost 3 years now, and it still makes my heart go 2.5 when I see him, when he talks to me. Okay. He don't believe me. But he better. If I'm supposed to believe that he loves me with all my little fatsy parts and curvies and everything,
I never said
almost
I didn't believe.
and becoming 60, then he needs to, he's a step up to the plate, man.
Oh, yeah. Think I haven't stepped up enough already, huh?
Yeah. Don't be silly, man. Don't be silly. Okay, so I'm working on this, and I'll show you what it is. Part of a project I'm making, and it looks like it's pretty much almost done. I'm just cleaning up these little black spots, so we're going to use my Wacom to do that instead of the mouse, which I do that too. I use the mouse, but I want to use my Wacom more, because here's the thing. I bought this Wacom with the idea of using it for my animation, but then the problem is that for some reason it acknowledged the pen as a mouse, and it stopped. I couldn't use it no more. It just stopped doing that. So we're gonna see if my Wacom's gonna be its happy little self here. Because you have to, so you buy a Wacom and you download this thing called the Wacom Center. And there's all these things. You can go watch some tutorials, you get user help, you get help to get to know your tablet here. I need to learn more about this stuff here. I don't know nothing about it. And this is like a really old one. Because there are some much nicer ones out there. I'd like to put music down in. I don't think I can because I'm not affiliate. Because I don't know. I have to look up the program. But I thought maybe we could do music in the background. But we have to do Twitch acceptable music, and then you gotta download it in. So I don't know how to do that yet. Everything I do is kind of a learning thing. All right, so now I have. Oops. Let's go up here. This is the only problem with this Wacom. Do my brush. There was a little spot right there. I'm gonna put this up here. I also need to move my view up. So what I thought I would do, I was thinking about this, is how could I work this into a stream? And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do animation pictures with it and other stuff, so you guys could kind of see that. Not wrong color. Because this is, but I'm going to show you a couple of the other art one that I like to use, which works really well with your Wacom. This is GIMP. Now GIMP is the photo manipulation, so you can bring your photo pictures in here and change them or whatever. So what I have seen where people on YouTube, I don't know how many of you guys have seen this, they do stories, right? And the stories play, they read the stories, but the words of them run next to it. So I thought, well, maybe I could do that with the Wacom. I don't know, maybe just talk. Hey Feely boy, what's up, man? So I have to go through here periodically and do a fill so that the pixels will all be match up. Like there's a spot here. I thought it was on my screen, but it's, I don't want to do it yet. I have to come through and clean that white up. There's another one up here. What you doing, Feely? So this is, I thought, where we could just chitter chatter about shit. If you guys are interested. I don't know if you are. That's a fill. We don't want to fill right there. I need a brush. Thank you. And you know, I'm not going to pawn off and tell you guys that I am the absolute know-it-all about shit. I am not. There's probably easier ways to do this. This is old school pixel drawing, where you go in, change pixels. I could even get it smaller, but I don't think I need it. Same. And I couldn't answer any questions you guys have about Wacom. Sorry. I'm very new. I bought this, well, let's see, 5 years ago. And have only used it, well, I used to use it a lot. And then, like I said, it registered itself as a mouse and interfered with everything else, so I had to take it off. They have since then changed that glitch apparently, so that's good. I was watching some people do art with a Wacom, and I really would like to get into that. You're very ultra awkward. Well, Mac is, I had looked into getting a pro, like a pro service for the Mac. I can't remember which one that's called. So that I could do the same thing. You can do the same thing, the Mac, as I'm doing here with the Wacom, I'm pretty sure. Especially if you have a pen. I have a pen. I don't have to use the pen, but it's kind of nice to use the pen. You do have to get a sleeve, though. I have a sleeve that makes it so I don't go, you know, streak across my thing. Here. I made this thing for my daughter. She bought this fake coffin lid. It's fake because it's tiny, and wanted me to put the witch's garden on it. And so instead of hand drawing the letters, which I could have done, I can draw these letters if I look at them. I decided that maybe I would rather not draw it. So what I did was I went to, you go to free fonts. There's quite a few of them out there. And I'll show you. I'll go to smaller here. So really what it is I'm showing you. You're curious about the Pro one? Me too. I'll take a picture of my Wacom and I'll post it on my Discord. So this is what I'm making. It's just letters. It says garden is what it is. And then I print it out and I cut it along these parts here. And then I decoupage it onto the thing. Am I using a rough one? What do you mean a rough one? I have, my pen comes with my Wacom. Yeah, so it was the Witch's Garden. I have the completed ones here. I'll show you what the completed one looks like. And you guys are going to see all my stuff I'm doing on the computer because this is my desktop streaming. So let's see. Okay, so this is how I did it. You go into dfont.com. You type in what you want to say. And there's your image. Now, I'm not selling these images. I'm not doing anything with them except home use. And since I don't make any money off of my Twitch, I'm not copywriting, doing anything horribly bad here. But I take this, I pick the one I like, I take a picture of it. This is the one I used right here. And then I break them up. Because you go into my GIMP. I use the GIMP, but you go into GIMP. See? And then I put it on as a picture. I shape it, I size it to the size I think is going to work best. I kind of eyeball it is what I do. And then I have decoupage it. When it's done, I'll take a picture of it. So that's how you do it. Now, if I wanted to, though, I'm going to show you something here. We'll do a new one. So if I wanted to, I could just use my Wacom. And I could make my own font if I wanted. I could. Let's do this. Let's do it and do. Let's see. Or I could. Wacom, the only thing is I got to play around with it and practice because I have to get used to where my so your Wacom is like a tablet. It's just black. So I have to see where my center is for it. Oh, wrong color. You're not going to see that. I used to do a lot of name pictures. I still do if somebody's interested in those. But like, what happened here? Oop, nope. It's not registering now. Hang on. Yeah, so. Ah, you mother. Let's go back here. Thank you. I do not need a guide. Now I know there's a way. So there's a way to center everything. You like the A? The U and the A, yeah. We could just do printing too. So I could have done that. I could also do with the GIMP is I could just go in here and pick a font that I liked. I don't know which one I got here. Let's pick one I have. I have some really cool ones. I like that one there. Okay, and then I could pull this up. Oops, that didn't work. Just starting to figure out my fucking... Okay, and then I could do that. And then we'll, let's pull up the font size. Okay, we decided we like that. Okay, and then I could take my... pull this up. I'm only using these colors because they're the colors I'm working with right now. Let's go darker. Okay, so now I've got this. There is a way to animate on GIMP. I haven't done it. Okay, so I forgot. I have to do this first. Let's move this over here. But you have to remember that as a program, it has some set things. So it's not the same as some other stuff. So I have to cut this. We'll cut it out. Okay. And then we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna paste it back, but I'm gonna shrink it a little bit. Okay, now I've got that color in there. Let's lift this up a little bit. There's some absolutely wonderful artists out there, guys, though. Feely is one. But, okay, now I can come down here. I'm not in my paintbrush, sorry. And we could go bigger in the picture if I didn't feel like I had as much control. But I figured this would be a good way for me to kind of play around with my stuff and learn it. I finished some of my animation that got lost along the way. Fun. And then we go back out. It is fun. I don't like to color things though. So that's how it would look. And then you could print that out. You know, so we could do this then. I'll show you another thing we do. It won't look as good when I go bigger though. And then you could make that a picture and cut it out and use it for whatever you wanted. I could save it as a picture frame and then print it out on my Cricut as a heat transfer and transfer it on a shirt. I could print it out and make a copy of it. I don't have a 3D printer. It'd be fun if I had one. Roger would probably like one for minis. So, I want that to come back, but that's fine. Do that again. I don't think a printer is something I'm going to be spending money on, a 3D printer anytime soon. So then I could download this into save this as a file, and then like I said, I could print it out, and I could print it out onto a shirt, or make a transfer to put on a shirt, or I could make a transfer to put it on a cup or on a plate or on a bookshelf or whatever, ceramic or whatever. So there are people out there that do this like way better than I do it, I guess, or different. Let's say different, because we're not supposed to critique ourselves that way. So I was just saying that's one of the things you can do with the pen in this particular thing. And then I'm going to save this, and I'll show you some other stuff. Why is that not want to go up there? I have a hard time with my pictures drawing, any pictures actually, coloring books or anything like that, if I only have one, coloring them, because I don't want to color them and then go, oh, I don't like that. Let's see. I haven't been on this one for a while. Let's see if it needs an update, though. It might need an update. I used to use Llama, too. Something Llama. And that Fire Llama. Fire Llama is a pretty good one. Okay. So we want to do a new file. This one's a little more... So you see, this is a little more fancy. You would get lost in the art program. We all get lost in the art program. You use the same things over and over again. GIMP especially, because after a while, there's a lot of stuff to do. So this one is a little more artist bounded. So I can do a custom document. I can create from clipboard. So I can pull up something I already had. You do comic tablets. Templates, I've never done any. Animation templates, designer templates, DSLR templates, which are pictures at all, and then texture. We're just going to run with it what my normal is, which is 1280, 720. That's the picture size you use to create your title frames for whatever. And I'm going to say, I don't know what any of this means. I'm pretty sure that Feely might know more what I means than me. So we're going to create a thing. I always wanted to be like this fabulous artist. That was my goal in life. So, but this would be fun for making like these doodles. So if I come up here, what do we got? White. We got white. Should not have white. What do we got? It's a pen. It's been so long since I used this, so we're all going to play around with it. File. New open green. It's set up pretty much like the other one. Undo fresh brush. Yeah, that's, I don't care. I need to change my brush. What brush do I have? Oh, because we're so in the color over here. I don't want that color. I want this color. There we go. Okay, so we should have, it should be better now. again, like, so that's the end, but it's not the end on my Wacom, so it's not quite straight there. This one you have a little more control of your pen than using GIMP. So if I'm going to draw something, I'm going to come in here. GIMP I'm going to use if I want to do multiples and go flip through them. So for animation wise. We're just playing. We're just playing, guys. It's just playing. There's no... I was watching this artist who talked about how she does this. Basically, it's fake writing. So it's kind of interesting. So, like, for her art. So it's like fake writing. And then she makes stamps of them and puts them on, or she'll just put them on her art. And it's like, I never even thought about that. She said it's very, you're not trying to do anything with it. So that's, we did black and white. Let's see what we got here. We could do lines. You guys can pick colors. So I'm not sure how lines work on here. Do I just pick them and then draw them? Oh yeah, I do. Okay, why am I back to black? I want a lighter color. Thank you. Thanks. So that's straight lines. That's all it is. You just put your pen down one spot and go wherever you want. And then that's it. You can make little ones. Little quick ones. But the computer does it for you. Okay, so that's that. Okay, and this makes a square, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yep, squares. That's a really thick square, but it's gonna... There's a way for me to bring the image in the back forward to the image in the front. But I don't remember it right now. Like I said, we can play around with this, so... Okay. Let's change another color. Do you guys have a color you want? Look at Shard, it'll help with those programs. Yes, that's true. We could always also work together if you have the program. You could pull the program up and play with it. Because Walt doesn't have a 32 pixel size. Yeah. Because Walt does not have a computer, so he couldn't do that. So let's pick a different color. You guys can pick it. And I don't remember those. That's pre-brush history. I'm pretty sure these are all my brush histories. We could do marker details, maybe. Let's go to this one. Pick another color. Really? Because, well, who's ever out there? Pick a color, pick a color, pick a color. Any color. And I'll try to make it. I like doodling. Blue. Okay. Do you want a light blue or a dark blue? We could go dark, dark, more light, darker. Could do an in-between periwinkle. That is true. So we're just doing a guesstimate here. If your monitor is really good, you're probably going to get a nice blue color out of it. If it's not neon blue, I'll see if I can get my neon here. It's more green. Neon blue has like a when you're doing it in paints, it's like a silvery blue. Probably right there would be really good. Be really light without being purplish. So we're getting into the purple. Pretty sure that's going to be our closest I'm going to get with neon blue. I'm pretty sure that's the closest we're going to get with neon color. Let's see. We're doing circles now. So that this helps you because then you can do these where you put circles within circles. And like I told you, there is a way to have the pre-existing come back or forward. You can do that back and forth. Your turn, Feely. You want to pick another color? Alright, so then I don't know what this one does. So let's see. You can buy brushes too. Not for this one. I had another program where you could buy brushes. I'm pretty sure you can buy brushes here too. But I had this other program you could do on a tablet. Oh, this is what this is. This is where I can draw the lines how I want them. But I don't know how you ended up. I don't know where it stops. On GIMP, I can do it really well. Interesting. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. I was like, I finally hit it. Because you have to make the one end to the other. It does, yeah. It always did work well. It's just that indigo is a darker blue, right? More like a purpley blue. Like that. Like, no, more probably right up here. I feel like it's that one right there. Let's do a different, I don't know what that one does either. This will be interesting. That'll be interesting. How does this one work? Oh, it does the weird craft. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. I go up here, then I go down here, and then I go... Does it not want me to go there? There it goes, yeah. So it allows you to do angles on yourself. So one there, one here, one there, one here. Yep, see? That's an angle one. And then this one, because I can't see that very well. Let's go down here. Oh, that's more of a marker, look. That's cool. One of my favorite things to do in Fire Alpaca, that was it, Fire Alpaca, not Llama, was to then go through, I like that, and do a blend on it. Now, after I would do all this, I would look at it and say, wow, that's a really pretty print. How can I clean it up? Or I might not. See, this is transparent. That's cool. Let's do this color here. Let's do a yellow. I see this cat lady on TikTok who does just people's names really interestingly. Let's see what this one does. Well, I could draw a picture too. Oh, I love this one. Okay, so this one does, so wherever I put it, so I'll put it down here. Let's do a darker color. It does it in 4 corners. I like orange, so watch. See how it makes it upside down there? It will, the closer you are to the center, the closer it'll do it. So you don't have to, you can just do these designs. You can, it's really cool for flowers. We could, in fact, if you want, here, I'll get a new one. New. Yep, create. And we're going to take that one. Where'd it go? Where'd my other one go? No, that's gradients. I don't want my gradients. These are my gradients and powdered. I can do patterns and gradients and all that frickin' stuff. It's my brush. So that does my brush and tells you how to fix it. I don't want to do that though. Okay, so we're doing this one, which is this one right here. Alright, so watch. This is so cool. You have it on the Adobe. Yep. I just like watching it. You only have to draw once. Is the idea there. Then I could come over here though. It'll only do it to the one part. It just trips me out. Then you could add another color. I love this one. We are doing a marker though, so I could do a different brush and it would look different. So let's do a different brush. That's, yeah, it's my marker. That's the marker one. Let's see, we could do, this is a pixel art one. I think I use this a lot too. Because it like spins. That one does for me. See, this is where you just have the fun of moving through your art. Different pen again. I'm a big on textural shit that look textural. I like the mirror mode. Yeah, the mirror mode's one of my favorite modes, because you can, when you're doing clip art for your thing, this makes it very easy to do so, to create these really cool things. That one to make a great letter thing. I like that chrome thin though. That's a pretty thing. Look how it right here it makes that stuff. It's pretty cool. That's pretty fun. But I mean, you could just make pictures of this too, but I want to close this one. Save it. No. I'll go back here, close this one, open a new one. So this particular art program, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be free. So I like this pattern with spin. So I'll draw a picture. My pictures aren't really great, but we'll do some. I mean, I like them, but other people don't like them. Okay. I like this pen though. This is a cool little pen. Gonna make a mountain, huh? What do you think? It's a cool brush. I like the brush. The brush is really cool. So we'll just draw with it for a little while, but we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna do blue again. I need to figure out where it is I put my size for my brush. I think it's in here. think I clicked brush, and we want to make it thinner. So let's go to that and see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens when I did that. Yeah, that's gonna make it tiny. Okay. So if I was doing an animation of this, we could do an animation of this. You would just start with each of the picture first. Feely knows this. Feely's done pictures like this. Where am I at? So. You've done animations, so. Huh, yep. So Feely knows how, so I'm not telling him anything he don't know. Yes?
What was I gonna say? Where are markers at?
They should be in your, either in your case or down in that white thing. You just have to look for it.
Alright.
But in your case is some.
In what case?
That case, that wood case. It's all your art stuff I put in it for you.
Oh.
It just doesn't stay in your room. So I'm going to draw today on the Wacom. You don't see the tools. With this program, so I have to go in where it says brush up here, Feely, if I want to, right here, see? I'll hold it there for a moment. So it says edit brush settings. So that's where I do that. And then to pick the brush is over here. But I'm pretty sure you can go through and reset all this however you want. This is just the basic setup for it. So I feel like this is kind of a, yeah, it's called a sketching. So this is how it would look when you sketched. Because that's how I do sketching. I sketch like this, and then I'll go through and I will fix the, I will make these more solid lines. I like sketching styles because that makes people have to use their eye to interpret it if they have an idea what something looks like. I'm going to dig out some of my animation I'm working on, and that's what this is going to be about. So we'll do just like sketchbook, yeah. I think most of them are similar. I think what I'm gonna do is we'll do like an hour of the Wacom drawings because my shoulders start to bother me after a while. Yeah, so I like to do the cell by cells. Those are my favorite types. And I like sketching because you can just, it's basically doodling. You take doodle stuff and put it in to make pictures. Because our mind sees things and can continue it. So, and then I have another program. Well, I have a couple of them actually, if you want to be really truthful. Then I do have the sketchbook. So I'll show you that one. It's gonna, no. So I do have this one too. That's what he's talking about. You can see out of work, I was doing something here. A long time ago, actually, it looks like. And this is more like, I don't remember how to get rid of this. This is more like a, oh, there you go. This is more like a sketchy sketchbook thing. I don't know where my eraser is. So it'll be a minute while I find it. There we go. And Wacom also comes with its own program you could download called Ink. They've changed that one up too. I just don't know how you create a new one. Because I don't use this one very much. Maybe it's here. Okay, new sketch. Don't say, but we want a new sketch. So there we go. We've got a new sketch. So this is sketchbook. I don't know if it's like your sketchbook, but this is the one where you can buy brushes for, if I remember right. And this has the same concept, you know, as all. So there's your pencil. Doesn't like to let me. Okay, there's your airbrush. This is what their art, Microsoft's art thing. They took the Windows one. Microsoft had one very long time ago. I feel like this is the graduate of that. Okay. That's your marker. So if you just wanted to draw pictures, this one's good for that. I have gone in here. I normally use my GIMP though, but you could go in here and make some clip art for your channels. This is your chisel pen, which is good for calligraphy. There's that fake writing I like to practice. I've been practicing. They like it for journals. I don't know that I would use it, but it's kind of cool, I guess. Okay. Come on, give me my ballpoint pen. There you go. And then there's your ballpoint pen, which is yeah, I like sketchbook. I don't know what I would use it for. It's my issue. But it is good to play around in if you're doing just painting of pictures. Or you're doing, like I said, you wanted to make. There's your thicker one. But any program you get, you should always explore it. Let's do this. There's a finer tip. Right, there's a finer tip. That's an inking one. I don't know that I see much difference between those two. This is your smear. Okay, so I like to use this smear. See? Smear is fun because you take an image that you have and then you can change it. And this is the blur. So this gives you more of those tactical things. And then that's probably, what's this one? Sharpen. And then you have your erasing. That's my sketch. Then I have this other one, which is mostly my animation, which I haven't used either. And that's Sigfig. I've been paying for it for a while and haven't used it. My new sketch. Don't save. So I could technically, let's see, let's go with that one. And just go here. You've used the blur also. Yeah, I use it a lot. So I have to practice with freehand drawing on my Wacom. Because it's a textural thing. About how you make things feel and look. Because it's different than using an actual... So, and you can change these here. So, like, if I wanted to change my side up, I could. And then I can bring it over and look and see how big or how not big it is. Whether I like that or not. I don't need it, though. But see, I know how to basically draw stuff. So I could do all kinds of stuff with it. So it is Sketchbook that you can download it. And then I'm going to show you one last one that I have. Again, this is mostly for animation. Let's see if it pops up. I haven't been on it in a long time. There it goes. Now this is free too. So when we're talking about programs looking intimidating, this is probably the most intimidating of the bunch. Because it's a lot of windows to deal with. But it's free. And it's designed for animation. So you draw your picture. You can do your one picture. See, and then you can do previews. You can do the rendering settings. I mean, it's all of it. It's all here. You have your basic drawing and clip art stuff right here. Then you have your brush over here. This file, new. I did a new. Okay, I don't want that one. You have this. I forgot what this was down here. I think this is how you set up your scenes. But you have all these different things to play with. You can rearrange stuff here. How big, how small you want it. I have all the website and everything to go to. There's a width tool. There's the fill tool. There's the eye drop. The eye drop's to pick up color from one to another. There's a mirror tool, rotating tool, scale tool, smooth. I'd like to get into using this. So that's one of my goals, is to spend, I want Tuesdays to do kind of be animation. Yes. On this you can do it all. This is the like blending. I don't know how you would say it. You're supposed to be able to do everything in it. You're supposed to be able to do all the things that you do like in Blender a little bit, and then make it move on your own. For you make one, and then you go to the next one, you make your next animation picture, then you make the next one, and then you hit play and it will run for you. I'm not that. Animation is like one of the beginning. This is free too, yes. SigFig is free. I don't know, I'd have to look it up for you real quick. Let me see if it's available for Apple. I'm pretty sure it is, but it gives you tutorials, references, support, and about it. So here, we'll go and look at it. Let's visit the website. I'll visit the website real quick and pull it over for us. So it's one of those all source free anime things. Yeah. And then they just ask you for a donation. So every time I get a new update for it, I just add $2 or $5 or whatever I have. But see how they do it? They make you can make a skeleton, and then you can move it along. It has all the same attributes as what I had seen when I was working on Blender. I just haven't had the time to sit down and work it out so that I can work on my animation for it. But it is a 2D animation software. I thought they did a really good job on it. Like I said, they have features. And they add something new to it all the time. So, system requirements is depending on what you're running it on. You've got Windows, OS X, or Linux. It will run. What do you run on your Apple? I mean, we can ask real quick. Zigfig. I always spell it wrong. On Mac, right? Yeah. So your OS X. I didn't know that OXS was the Mac OS. It's been a long time since I've been on there. So, yeah. And it is a free download. It was a free download. We could ask. It was. I've had it for over 5 years now, so. So yeah, it's a free 2D computer animation. So there you go. So something to look at. I just, like I said, I always throw a couple bucks their way whenever I download something. So, okay, so that'll be it for tonight. I will be back tomorrow, and I'm going to do. We're going to do we're going to do gel plate painting for the first, well, I'm going to read. And what I'm going to read first is going to be, it's not Guardians of the Galaxy. I can't find them yet, but I will. We're going to read an Assassin's Creed book, The Fall, in honor of Cuz Walt and his love of Assassin's Creed. It's only number 1. I don't have 2 or 3 yet. But it's a nice little book. We'll read it. It's got some cool pictures. If I remember right, it came out around about the time Brotherhood did. But it could have been later. 2010 it says. So I'm pretty sure this is close to around that time. Because Assassin's Creed 2 came out in 2010. So it'll probably be around 4 or 5 o'clock. I have to go out and about tomorrow, so when I get back. All right. Thank you, Feely, for chatting with me. Thank you, anybody else who popped in. We'll be doing more of this drawing stuff I'm going to be pulling up. I have to search out and find my animation files, and I've got 3 animations I'd like to finish. So I'm going to be working on those, and you guys can kind of watch me learn how to use this, and use the other programs and stuff. So I will catch you all on the flip side. I'm out of here. Later, Feely. Greetings, all. Shardvixen here. Let's talk about rainbows. I don't know if most of you know that rainbows should go from red to magenta. That's because when the prism shines through, the lights, it's like that, right? The red is on the bottom, and then yellow, and in between is where they meet, and that's yellow. Then on that's orange, I mean. Then we're yellow, and then we have blue, and in the middle is green. And then we have blue, and then we have red, actually, but it's seen as magenta because it's the lightest color on the spectrum. And then you have purple right here. And then this goes into red again. If you were stacking rainbows. You don't stack rainbows normally. In nature, they're not stacked. They're just, you can see them as a double rainbow sometimes if you have a strong enough light, but that's rare. So I got these stackable boxes, see down here, and they didn't start the biggest one the right way. It should have been red. They started yellow. I don't know why, but they did. So it goes through the rainbow. It's all rainbow, but there's no red. There's pink and magenta, but no red. So that's just that odd thing. I'm going to talk about odd things. So here is a strip that I got from a blanket, and I'm keeping it because I'm going to attach it to a journal. I'm thinking I'm going to make a rainbow one though, and then you can close it, and it will make a close for your journal. Last one I used was a belt because I saw somebody use a belt, and it turned out really well. And I'll probably use belts again, but I like the idea of being able to paint them and come up with your own stuff that you've recycled. Okay, so I'm cleaning off my painting table. I love this paper. I wrinkled it purposely, and then we're going to paint it. I just love this. I just love the sound and the feel. It's already got gold on it. I think I'm going to do black and green to go with my other. But I have a lot, so I don't know. So that's one of the paints I want to do. It's already, yeah, it looks like I used it as a backdrop for my green and gold, so maybe I'll add some black to it. I love that sound though. But yeah, I'm cleaning. This makes great circles, or put your paintbrush on. You do not have to. Here's another paper towel that's already started with colors, and then I can add more colors as I clean. And then when you're all done with it, maybe I'll show you what I do with them. I make paper with them. Oh, I make paper with everything. So that's what I'm doing, is sorting my paper right now and cleaning this table, because I would like to paint some soon. So I'm trying to get this all painted. So I got this. I've had it for a while. It's cord. It's paper. It's